Hi, this is Shane Morton with IndieExpress.com, and I'm here with Nicholas Downs from the feature film Is It Just Me? Hi, Nicholas. How are you?
Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing well.
So tell us a little bit about the film and your role in it.
Okay, well, it's a romantic comedy. It's called Is It Just Me? Sort of in the vein of a Cyrano de Bergerac type film. People have equated it as like a gay Truth About Cats and Dogs. I kind of say gay Roxanne, movie Steve Martin, Daryl Hannah. It's mistaken identity, and I play a character named Blaine who's a hopeless romantic. Doesn't really have much luck with love, but ironically writes for a relationship column for a gay rag. So that's kind of the conundrum I'm wrapped up in. And I'm always seeing life as the glass is half empty. I'm kind of I sabotage myself. I see the guy in my dreams. It's set up early in the movie, but I totally think that he's just putting charity on me or feeling sorry for me. And what happens is I meet him online, start chatting with him. We talk. Everything goes really well. We're talking on the phone. It's a beautiful connection. It's that phone soul connection. It's all through words. Then I sign off and I realize, we're going to meet up the next day. I realize my extroverted, hot, sexy go-go dancer roommate, Cameron, has been on my account. So every picture that went out was of him. So his looks, my brain, and so now I start to think like, oh no. And rather than just calling him up and saying, can I give you the right picture, I was like, he wants to see this hot go-go dancer boy. So I try to work it out that way, and unfortunately it doesn't quite work out like I wanted to.
So it's kind of reverse Cyrano.
Yes, actually, yes, absolutely. Because absolutely, because it's all set, it's all there. I could have just had a little bit of faith in myself, and actually it would have been fine. But that's kind of the idea. Is people say well, I think people right away sometimes go to looks, and they say well, why wouldn't he want you? And I tell them well, a lot of times we set ourselves up. We set ourselves up for failure. My best analogy is seeing somebody out somewhere or at a bar or wherever you are, and you see them and you think they're attractive and you want to approach them, but then, you start to sabotage yourself. But a lot of times you probably don't realize that they're probably thinking the same thing,
It's all internal, not external.
Absolutely. That's exactly it.
So how did you, so you auditioned. What was the process of the film like for you?
Well, I went through a casting director named Mark Sykes. My manager had sent me the sides and the breakdown. It's very kind of clinical at first because you're just reading what you have in front of you, and then you go in. I did my first read when JC was in the room, and I read my first read. Casting director Mark Sykes was there, and then we did a callback with a chemistry read. So I got to read with some of the same people that I'm in the film with, who ended up getting cast, some who didn't get cast, and just doing a chemistry read to see who would vibe the best with each other.
What was the shooting process like for you?
Very fast. It was, the whole shoot was 12 days, and I was on it for 10. So there was 2 days I didn't even work, and so it was really quick, really fast. As you don't get in a lot of films, you don't get rehearsal time. So there was no rehearsal, and it was just a real quick blocking for the camera, and then just go. But it was a really good experience, and I loved working with these guys, and I'm still friends with them a year later, and we'll see how it goes next year, but no kidding. But it's been really good, and I want to collaborate on other projects with them. And the distributor who picked it up, TLA, is talking about a sequel. So already, and we've gotten some good vibes from it already, and it's already toured and been in so many different film festivals, and of course Outfest in about a week. And we're going to be going to Philly in between to do Q-Fest there.
So, what's next for you?
Well, I have another film I'm in. It's a more supporting role. It's called 16 to Life, and it's going to come out select theaters in September. It's going to start in the Midwest because during its festival run, it did really well in Iowa. It was shot in Iowa fully. Coincidentally, I'm from Iowa, which is just a total coincidence. The writer-director, she's from Iowa originally as well. So it just did extremely well there. So they're going to open it up in several theaters there, branch it out. Then by the third week, it'll be in Los Angeles. And then I did another film called The Apocalypse According to Doris. It's kind of like my Orion Slave Girls Must Die. That is a long title of movies. But it's a dark comedy, and I play this extraterrestrial believing virgin. And it's like this very interesting, quirky, dark comedy. All these people come together because this woman who's sort of an oracle, she doesn't ask to be one, but it just kind of comes to her. She's predicting the end of the world. So it brings all these crazy characters into one place, and I play her cousin in the movie.
Well, awesome. It sounds like that you are moving quite quite along nicely on your acting career there. So we're looking forward to kind of seeing what happens with you next. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the film Is It Just Me? It is coming out in October at TLA. And so do look for it. And this has been Shane Morton with IndieExpress.com with Nicholas Downs from the film Is It Just Me? Keep watching.